What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It is Epic Joshua, or Joshua Drake, or Joshua Drake Randall, whichever one you want to call. This is not going to be a review of a film or show or anime film or top 10 or ranking or anything like that. I feel like I owe you guys some much needed explanation on some things and on this channel. So that's what we're going to talk about. I do want to get into it fully here. I want to make sure I give you guys a logical explanation on a few things, especially with reviews and such. So here we are. The first thing I do want to say congratulations on is, for one, we have now got the channel up to over 6,000 plus subscribers as of now, and the subscriber count is still growing. I want to thank each and last one of you, whether you found me through YouTube, you found me through Facebook, social medias, or if you just find me in your recommendations or such. I want to say thank you, because you guys do mean a lot to me. You guys have made sure that for these past 10 years, and soon to be 11 years, this December 22nd, that the channel has still been growing, the channel has still been at its full blast. Even there are times where I do take breaks, I do get tired, I do feel exhausted, or I just am always not in the best headspace. I want to say thank you for that. We got up to 6K, so hopefully I do want to, by the end of this year, the main goal is I do want to hit at least 10K subscribers or more. And by doing that and by uploading, especially with shorts and keeping people in check of what's going on with the channel, we've been able to get to 6,000, along with a whopping 2,200 plus thousand views, which has garnered, that's a lot of views because of the playlist, because of my channel videos, also shorts. I want to say thank you guys for that. So that's one big announcement. And then the other announcement, which I did talk about this a little bit on my community page, is I am a YouTube partner now. But I also still want to make sure I'm in the headspace to do what I want to do on my channel. So I am happy about being a part of the YouTube partner program. I did meet the requirements, even though they're about to change the requirements, but it will only affect people who are new and not so much the recurring. But that's on hold right now until I finish the last piece of it. So there is also that. Also have a channel membership, Epitastic Wizards, which that's on hold for now. So people will get like early access to a few things like that stuff. I want to say congratulations on getting me to 6K subscribers, and also congratulations on helping me. I also congratulate myself for also getting to the amount of subscribers that I was been able to get to, and also getting to be a YouTube partner. The second thing I do want to address is that, yes, the channel has gone through a slight name change again. Don't get me wrong, Epictastic Joshua was a fun name. I did enjoy using it from 2023 to now, and it is a fun name. But at the same time, I did feel like it was a little bit exhausting having to say the full name, Epictastic Joshua. And in a lot of ways, there's also a lot to type when it comes to when I'm doing the description boxes and make sure I tell you what the video is about and putting all stuff in there. So I decided that it would be best for me to change the name from Epictastic Joshua to something a little bit more simple, which is Epic Joshua. So I hope you guys like the name change. I know there's some people who will laugh at it, but that's just me. I wanted to take a little bit of criticism that my channel name is a little too long, just like I did years ago. And I have changed the name multiple times before on this channel. So here I decided to go with the Epic Joshua name. I think it's a lot more easier and it's a lot more beneficial for me. But the channel intros and the channel outro is still going to be the same, which I did also change the channel outro at the beginning of the year because I was kind of tired of using the channel outros I did make with myself promoting the channel at the end with all the social media links. I did get tired of using that pretty fast and pretty quickly, but I just wanted to stick it out until I wasn't happy anymore. So that's also the second thing that I wanted to address was the channel name. So it's nothing too major, nothing too terrible, but this also is about to lead me into the biggest things that we're about to talk about is what the hell is going on with this channel. Joshua, what's going on? Why are you just dropping very little videos every month and such? Now, and I'll say a couple of things when it comes to why I haven't been as fully consistent as I said I would be this year in the channel update. One is because, like I said, I'm only one person having to do a lot of editing, a lot of the thumbnail work, and a lot of the filming and recording, whether it's pre-recorded or recorded through StreamYard or live streams through Twitch. So, as I've said many times before, and I'll say many times again, it does take a lot out of you. And I'm not going to resort to any AI editing or AI editors to help because no, this is a channel that is non-AI. My thumbnails are not done by AI and my video editing is sure as hell not going to be done by AI. I do everything myself, from the thumbnails to the back to the editorial, especially when you're putting background music in and clips in, to dealing with claims. But you know what? That's part of the process. I like doing the editorial. I like having fun in doing that. So that is not really why, but it's just like I said, it does take a while. Some of these videos I got out. There's also videos that from last year I shot that I never edited. Even a Twitch stream like I did early this year with movies that I talk about. We have things like K-pop Demon Hunters, Predator, Killer of Killers, Predator Badlands. You got the Blade trilogy, which I was supposed to do for Black History Month, but after I sat through the movie Twin, which put me in a very pissed off mood during Black History Month, I just thought it was best, like, you're only getting the live commentaries on me. And luckily, you guys have enjoyed the commentaries, even though we made a little bit of an error with the first live commentary of the original Blade, which, happy 20th birthday. The sound didn't kick in. I didn't realize this until after the stream was over and the playback. The sound didn't kick in until the last couple minutes. So I've been told not to delete that live stream, but I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to go back and redo it or just move on from it. Which the live streams, the last live stream I did was for Superman 2025 live commentary, and with the live streams it's kind of been a hint, especially last year, that I've just kind of been stressing and frustrating myself stressfully with a lack of ideas for movie commentaries, movie watch-alongs, or even like a kickback in chats, which luckily we had a pretty successful first attempt 4 months ago. It wasn't the most viewed, but it was pretty successful. Followed that up 3 months ago with a live review for Michael, which it was a nice change of pace of me reviewing something live. That way I didn't feel restrained. So that's something I want to kind of try to implement more often. But at the same time, I don't want to just get rid of doing the pre-recorded through StreamYard or pre-record with any of my cameras, like this iPhone 14 watching this on right now, or my Kodak Pix Pro camera, or my SZ14 Olympus camera that I have. And so I don't want to stop using my cameras because I like to experiment. I like to mix it up with different camera qualities. So that's a very fun and interesting way for me. I am trying to get better at denoising the background noise like I said, with this iPhone, there's only a few limited apps where you can find editorial software where it allows you to denoise background noise and also try to do better with the background music. So that also has been taking a bit of a part into it. So that's something I do take accountability for, because sometimes the background music in a few videos is a little overpowering with my voice, so I take full responsibility for that, and the denoise and background noises, which I'm doing my best to hear with that. So we're still doing my own editing, so that's fine. So we got that out of the way. Biggest thing that's been going on is that you've been seeing videos sporadically throughout each month. Every few months you'll get like 1 or 2 videos plus a bunch of shorts, and the main reason why I've not been consistent with the movie reviews and the TV reviews as much as I like to be, aside from Stranger Things seasons 4 and 5, and still also my friends like Christian also wants me to talk about a few other shows. And the reason why a few review series like the Historical Epics review series, or a few others like the Harry Potter series Middle Earth, hasn't gone into full effect yet is just because it's a lot to try and do with and try to edit under one person, like I said. So I'm trying, essentially what I'm planning to do is to do some kind of schedule. Like, I want to kind of put pressure on myself to do better, because just having things released sporadically is not the way I've intended to go. I did it a little bit in 2024, most in 2025, despite getting some stuff out on time, where I had to force myself to meet a deadline, and a little bit this year, whether it's TV reviews or classic reviews, which I still am doing. I'm still going to do top 10 lists and rankings. I still want to do everything I said I was going to do, even if we have to bleed it over into 2027 with some new ideas. Part of the reason why it's been slacking on the newer releases, and this is something I have not faced before as a content creator and movie lover, but I've been showing slow signs and hints at it, even with a few of my YouTube friends or such. The biggest thing that I've been dealing with, even when I want to see a new film or such, it's the fucking toxic discourse every fucking week, every fucking month, every fucking movie. And it's gotten to a point with DC, people not being happy with the DCU, with the MCU, and then it's been just discourse hell with those franchises and something like Star Wars, which is the very reason I did not see The Mandalorian and Grogu yet, and I haven't, or missed out on movies last year like F4, The First Steps, and almost led to myself just saying I don't want to watch the new Spider-Man movie, which I finally have. I just haven't reviewed it yet, but there's discourse surrounding that movie, especially decisions made with Jean Grey, which has caused a divisive ruckus, which I have seen the movie. I might do a review of it or such, but like I said, every fucking movie, most movies this year, that's caused, even if they get the best reviews or get decent reviews or get the worst reviews, this always causes discourse, whether on social media, through Facebook, through TikTok, through IG, even on stuff like Threads, and especially the grifter channels who just want to have those silly ass thumbnails, just want to hate everything, or just tell people they're wrong for liking something, or even the fucking Twitter bros or the PDCAs. And so much has gotten to me mentally and physically with wanting to see things I want to see, good and bad, or even older and newer releases, that I've just put myself in the headspace where I feel like I have to listen to other people's opinions rather than forming my own.
Did you hear me?
You are so weak.
No, I am not happy anymore. I'm just not happy.
Then go get happy, Linda. Just go get happy.
But I got
Stop! Stop it!
And I'll tell you right now, that is the honest to God truth. I'm not making this up. One of my friends, John Avenger, and a few other ones, they have also been seeing this type of behavior with me on the channel, even outside with movies, where I want to see this, but I'm not sure if I should. There's been a lot of movies in 2026 I haven't even reviewed. Like I said, I've seen some movies, but like I said, trying to give individual reviews to a lot of movies that are new and old, it's a lot to do, and it's a lot to... And also, when you're dealing with toxic ass discourse every day of the week, it's mentally and physically draining, to the point where it's like, I just want to just call it quits. But fortunately, I am not calling it quits, because I love doing this. I like having a platform of my own as a openly autistic and proud content creator with ADHD and autism, and I'll gladly take the criticism for being openly proud about it. I love having the platform to where I can get a bunch of people to come in, they can watch the channel, they can come in and have some fun, they can talk to me, they can interact with me. The latest reviews that you've seen from me a little bit is like, you had a review of Wonder Man and Punisher One Last Kill, which I really enjoy both of those, but it fucking sucks right now with the MCU. They need to do better with their black superheroes. Luckily, we're getting Black Panther 3. And hopefully, after Beyond the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales, if you don't rush him. But I just like having a platform where I can just talk about whatever I damn well please, whether if the movie's good or bad. And I want to give credit to another content creator of mine named Tennis Reaper Cinema. He says something in my comments on one of my community posts that I'm gonna put up here. It's very therapeutic for me, and even with a friend like John Avenger, and even though me and him have some tension a little bit, but we're working things out. That's also a thing I've also stepped away from YouTube, is just trying to patch things up through tension and try not to be so overly reactionary and such quick. The thing that though Tennis Reaper Cinema, he did give me a congratulations on 6K, but he also, you have fans who support you, but why do you want to put yourself in a situation where you feel you have to listen to so much toxic discourse? Just be yourself. Just do your channel. Part of that reason is because everything is just built on negativity, and I don't want to be a channel where I just want to hate everything. There are a lot of things that I will say is not good, but my intention is to be fair and balanced on any opinions, whether the movie is good, whether the movie is bad. And that's the number one thing I've internally been struggling with this channel, but I've also been fighting to make sure I have the say so with. And also, people, besides the editorial, you guys have to understand, I only am limited to a few things to do editing and such. I don't have a damn tablet right now. I don't have a damn laptop right now. I'm still in the process of looking for a laptop. People have to understand that. But I will say that I'm still in full control of this channel, and I'm just gonna have to in the position where I'm gonna have to accept the fact that there's gonna be some people who are just not gonna be happy with anything I do or anything I say. But as long as I have a group of people who respect me, that's all that matters. So I wanted to clear up what's going on there, and hopefully you guys understand a few of the situations. And we're gonna get back on track. The next couple of things I do want to touch on is that, yes, I am a few weeks late, but August the 10th, Monday, August the 10th, I celebrated my 28th birthday, so 2 weeks ago. I got a few birthday things, which I'm not going to show until I get the rest of my birthday gifts from my family and such. I'll say the birthday haul is going to be worth it. I feel happy enjoying the last 2 years of my 20s before we hit to number 30 in 2028. As far as the channel goes, like I said, I'm still going to do a lot of what I said I was going to do. The historical epics reviews, I'm still going to finish it, but it is going to be a little sporadic because there are two of these movies that I do have a collaborator with, but he's pretty busy, so it's going to be a while before we get to them. The kickback and chat like interviews, I have my very first one recorded with Raised on Popcorn with Grants. I'm still going to release that video. I'm still going to upload that. I just have to get it edited first. Also, there's still a bunch of movies that I haven't really talked about. So the way we're going to do it is some of these are going to be in a little catch-up review roundup, whether through pre-recorded footage of me or just voiceover with videos and clips, or we're going to do like a live stream scenario to where if there's something I don't want to talk about right away, I can always save it. You're still going to get individual reviews of stuff I haven't talked about, like the Blade trilogy, or you got stuff like K-pop Demon Hunters and Predator Badlands, Predator Killer Killers, The Life of Chuck, of course. Still a few movies from last year that I have not released my reviews on. Also a few things from 2026 I haven't done. I take full responsibility of letting myself allow other opinions like grifters and film Twitter bros and all that shit to get to me, but it just shows that even someone like me, who is a content creator, can have his moments of vulnerability and weakness. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to put pressure on myself. I'm not going to rush myself to try and review every single thing I've missed, because I still want to talk about some TV films. I still want to do a little bit of music talk, some top 10 lists. It's a lot of stuff that I want to do. So that's why I said I might be implementing a schedule. I might just have to implement a few things more. As far as movie watches and such and more community streams, the community streams, I'm still going to do another. But the movie streams is just, I've felt a little unmotivated, is because I see other people have ideas for movie watch-alongs and such, and there's just movies that people want me to do or stuff they want to see that I either don't physically own or I just don't have the access to. So that also is taking a lot of mental toll on me. And the lack of any people in the chat or support, if I get very low viewership, that also does mentally affect me too. So, but also I'm trying to get back in there, trying to find some of the best options here. So all I can say is we have a few options like Bumblebee, but you're not going to be getting a live commentary on Bumblebee until I go through the other Transformers movies. That's right, we're going to do it from the first movie all the way up to The Last Knight. Then Bumblebee, because that's the only ones I really do have right now. I don't have Rise of the Beast aside from digitally and Transformers 1. So I want to get this stuff off my chest because I feel like I said, I owe you guys a lot of explanation. Also, in terms of Letterboxd, I know I have not been on my shit in terms of old and newer releases, logging on Letterboxd, but you guys can follow me on there as well, because I do log there. But it's just the same thing with YouTube doing content creation. It's the same thing that's kind of been happening over there. Like, there's a lot of stuff I want to log that I've seen, older or newer, even to catch up, but it's just discourse nonsense everywhere, from grifters, from film Twitter, all of that such, and that is enough to mentally and physically stress out one person, and that's something I'm not going to do on this channel. I'm not going to stress myself out, and I'm not going to just give people half-ass quality all because people want to hear my thoughts. I want to put as much care into it. So I do hope people understand that. I also do hope that you guys do understand that the channel is not going anywhere. I got a lot of stuff coming through live streams and such. Like I said, I am just going to implement a few things and do whatever I can just to make sure the channel, we get back to full consistency like we did during the pre-COVID days, and even a little bit some of the post-COVID days. So I'm working on it. If I have to do some kind of monthly what I watched wrap up, something for a video or a live stream, that's just probably going to be the best way to do it. Even if I have to doing individual clips for that stuff, if I have to put myself on a schedule, if I have to stress myself finding the best options to stay consistent and such, we'll do it. But at the same time, I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, because I still want to make this a channel that's overall fun and overall my voice. So you got a lot of stuff coming in terms of reviews from a few things this year. Obsession is almost done editing, which I was supposed to be done with editorial with that back in May. So the review you're seeing is back in May, before I went with the name change. So you also have stuff like Avatar Aang, which I have some very enthusiastic thoughts. Spider-Man Brand New Day, The Odyssey. A lot of retro reviews I still want to do. Like I said, there's still some things I want to do, but I think I should cut this off short before it gets to 40 minutes, because this iPhone does take up some storage, but the camera app that I'm using, I was able to downsize the files a little bit. So I hope I've explained everything I need to say, and just between the channel name, the 6K subscriber congratulatory YouTube partner, and also what's been going on with the channel and my plans to fix it. So in the comment section down below, tell me what you think of this channel update. What are you guys excited for? How do you feel about the discourse situation that I've been going through a little bit? And as always, stay epitastic and keep it cool. And I'll see you guys for more content over at EpicJoshua. All my social media links are in the description box. Also, Apple and Spotify are there if you want to hear the audio reviews and commentaries. So stay epitastic, and I'll see you guys in more content.